Hey alien, welcome to Earth. Hello everyone, welcome back to Enter the Gungeon with me, Flick. We're playing as the convict today, and it is going to be another Inside Baseball episode, because I thought of a couple of things to talk about that aren't necessarily related, and the reason I'm still doing a couple of things, potentially, is because I'm not sure how long I can talk on each. They seem like two very short subjects, I guess. So the two subjects I had in mind, and again, if you're new to these Inside Baseball episodes, these are ones where I kind of talk about behind the scenes stuff rather than the actual run itself, as much as possible. Usually around about floor 3 we get back on topic, and every so often we'll be talking about the guns and whatnot we find. But Gungeon is just a background here while I talk about a thing. Or rather, two things. So the first thing I'll probably focus on, I think I've touched around this subject before, but never been specific about it, and that's methods of supporting a content creator, be they a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or both, without ever having to spend any of your own money. Which is actually, what I might be getting confused with is not that I touched on this subject in a Gungeon episode, but back when I had a little kind of blog website that Dragonakis threw together for me, I occasionally wrote up stuff that I thought might help YouTubers, because that was long before I could stream. And one of the topics was, here's ways you can support your favourite YouTuber without ever spending your own money. So that was kind of like, that. I think that's what's confusing me. And also that was a good get. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, ways that you can show support to the people you like. Even if maybe you're a student or you just don't want to spend your own money. Maybe you're Scottish like me and don't like spending money. That kind of reason. And if that doesn't eat into too much time, the other subject I had in mind was brand, and I don't mean to say it as a bad word, and it's often used as a brad word. Yeah, it's often used as a brad word. People talk about brand all the time. It's not necessarily a bad thing to have a brand, but that's the second subject if we get to it, with time to spare. And that's also assuming the run goes the distance, I suppose. So, ways you could be supporting content creators without ever needing to spend your own money. It's a bit of a weird one as far as Inside Baseball goes, because it's not really me talking about behind the scenes, it's more me talking around the scenes. And it is important to show support to content creators. It's important because there's trolls, there's people who go out of their way to make established and newcomers just feel awful because they're immature. Not necessarily children, just immature. So it's nice to not even have someone at your back, but just know that you have someone that gives a shit enough to go above and beyond within their means. And again, that's why the whole point of this is ways to show your support. They don't necessarily affect things within the system, but can affect the content creator. So let's start with the YouTube side, and then we'll kind of branch into the Twitch side as and when. Let's start with the really obvious one. Taking the half a second to like a video. It's really basic, and yet I am also someone who uses Twitch and YouTube as their primary entertainment source, and it's not even that I forget, I think it's that I get complacent. Oh, of course I get it isn't that I forget to like the videos I'm watching, it's that I get complacent about it, and that's especially bad when I'm also a content creator, because how can I expect people who aren't content creators to bother if I can't? So it's something I definitely need to work on as well. I have mentioned before though, we're absolutely taking the sling. Well, I can't yet, but in general, we're definitely taking the sling. I mentioned before, in general, they had to change it on YouTube so that likes didn't make a massive or any difference to SEO, because sites started selling, here, have 500 likes for $5. I still believe that within the system on YouTube, liking a video does nothing. But that doesn't mean it does nothing in every sense. Liking a video, like when a new series starts on YouTube, I usually leave a comment saying, hey, this is episode 1 of a new series. If you can't be arsed normally liking a video, or maybe you forget, at least do it on this one just so I know you want to see more. And I mean that genuinely when I say it. It can help give the content creator an idea of what's still popular on their channel if you go out of your way to still like a video, even if it makes no difference to SEO. So I think that's still important, and a very easy, quick, and also free, which is the point, method of helping out a content creator you like. Just like the videos they do that you like. If you don't like them, then feel free to dislike if you want, or just not like them. But yeah, taking that second just as you load up the video I think it might be more annoying to do on mobile though, or if you're like streaming to television. So I understand if it's too much of a hassle in that situation. But I'm saying this both to myself and to you, that if you want to show your support to someone without having to spend money, a good start that's very, very simple is just clicking a like button. It's really as simple as that. It has unforeseen positives, even if it does literally nothing on YouTube. So in that same vein, I guess the problem with things you can do for free is that they almost always involve a time investment, and time to me is very valuable because, well, it should be to anybody really, because as I've said before, it's the only thing all of us have, and we have limited amounts of it. It doesn't really matter as far as money goes if you have very little time, so I don't like wasting people's time either. But leaving a comment, that does actually help within YouTube's system. You can also obviously still chaff grenade. We'll just be sticking with Molotov. This can also be cheese, so I'm not sure how much of a difference it makes to SEO, but again, just in general, having people chatting in your comments is a nice way to know that they're engaged with what you're doing. That does take up more time than just pressing the like button though, so I understand if you're a lurker. I'm a lurker. That's another thing I need to work on. Apparently this list is actually just things I need to work on more so than anyone in the audience. When I'm watching a Twitch stream, I don't really chat in it. I just like watching, or I have it in the background while I'm doing stuff. If I have a YouTube video on, very rarely will I go out of my way to comment. Now I've actually started doing that more, especially there's a couple of music channels that I follow. One who does like remixes of game music, and one who does for the record, the King did that to you, not me. One who does like heavy metal covers of music, and one who does game music covers that I like. I've started commenting on those if they do tracks I like. You don't want to come across as a low effort comment. At the same time, I never know what to say. That's one of the problems I have. Low effort comments are generally bad, even if they're done with the best of intentions. That's why I only... Wow. Oh, you're going to give me spice. Give me that spice. Give me that spice right in my face. That's really good. And I guess just for lols, we'll use the bullet gun when we go down to the next floor. I'm one shy. I'm one shy again. You suck. No, not even a secret room in here. What was I thinking? Yes, so comments. I understand some of the mentality people have regarding them. If you can't think of anything to say other than something low effort, kind of like, well, why bother? That's not going to engage with the content creator. I understand, but in the effort of listing things that you can do to show support that don't cost money, I feel like I do have to bring up the subject of liking videos and commenting on videos. Now, the big one I didn't actually know until recently, as far as YouTube videos go, is, well, I knew that sharing made a big difference to SEO because you can't... Ooh. Well, actually, no, you totally can cheese it. But YouTube has found a very clever way of getting around that. So, say you gave your link to your video to people in Discord or Skype or something. You said, hey, share this, it'll help with SEO. Post it. That doesn't actually work within YouTube's system. To circumvent people cheesing it, what they did was, you know, they're like, look below this video, one of the buttons is a share button, and then you press on that and it has links to like Twitter, Facebook, etc. YouTube only tracks presses from those buttons. So that's why people have linked their Twitter to YouTube. You get those kind of retweets where it's like, so-and-so liked a video from so-and-so. That's done automatically, but for other sites, you have to do it manually via those buttons or YouTube doesn't count it. Bullet. Which is, again, it's a hassle because it's time investment, and that's the recurring problem. Now my bullets are poison. You're in for it now. It's green bullets ever so often. And I can understand pressing that share button then having to link it through to another account. It's a hassle. So I don't expect this to be done on the regular. I'm just mentioning it as a thing that is possible. But for it to actually count and benefit SEO, you have to do it via... Wow. You have to do it via YouTube search thing, otherwise it doesn't count. That's... I was going to say it's stupid, but it's not. It's a necessary evil because it's the only way they can make sure that people who are throwing money at their SEO don't get an unfair advantage. But hey, just sharing a funny video or a video you like with people via Skype or Discord, even if it doesn't do anything on the YouTube side, still helps potentially get more viewers. That's all good. That's great. Another obvious thing, which I think I've spoken about before on the subject of like monetization, it's really obvious, but for the sake of keeping with the theme, let ads play. That shows support to a content creator. Don't bitch about ads, unless it's clickbait with an ad every 2 seconds, of course. Absolutely bitch about that. Although don't bitch about it on the video, because it will help them. Just bitch about it in general. By and large, as long as the content creator is ethical, any ads they put on the video will pale in comparison to the average number of ads you have to watch if you watch half an hour of television. So don't hate on it too much. I'm not saying you have to pay attention to them. Just let them play. I myself do very few. I had a comment the other day, and I'm not making this up. This is a real comment I got on one of the Horizon VODs because they're very long. It's like, wow, you only put one ad on this video of this length? What are you doing? You can do better than that. As it happens, there was actually 2, but I only ever put an ad at the start and end. And I imagine the end ads get very little views. But I appreciate that from that person, but I'm not going to change my approach. I feel like ads are very cheap anyway. You earn very little from them, so I'd rather not drown my videos in them. But that is another thing. Just let ads play. That helps your content creators, whoever you like. So let's see, what else? Liking, commenting, spicing your ass off. Have they increased the cost of spice when it appears in shops? I really want to have drugs, but I can't afford that. Can you cut me a deal? You can't cut me a deal. He doesn't care. We probably won't be able to afford spice, for the record, but we'll see. Although that said, we're actually running out of rooms. The big thing that probably doesn't even need to be reiterated really, because if you like the content you're watching, you'll do this anyway. But a massive thing on YouTube, this was to get rid of. I don't think I've talked about this in a Gungeon episode, but I definitely talked about it back when it happened in a. Give me that spice. So that is our second use. I want to use it 4 times and no more. Yeah, we're firing faster. Yeah, I remember talking about this back in the Isaac Rebirth series, I think, because this is back when it happened. Back when Minecraft YouTubers were the big deal, it spawned what became known as reply girls, which were talentless, barely wearing any clothes girls who would upload a video as quickly as possible after a big YouTuber did, named the exact same thing, but with RE in front of it, and they spoke about the video or nothing for just long enough to get ads on the video, like post-video, pre-video, and mid-rolls. Sickening, really. And YouTube's way of combating this was making average view time matter much, much more. Because people who were tricked into clickbaiting onto an RE girl's video immediately clicked off it. Because they would always appear next to the video that they actually wanted to watch. And they'd get curious, like, why does this video have the same title? Is it by the person I've just watched? So yeah, YouTube combated that by making average view duration matter a crap ton more. So, to get around to what I was talking about, trying to watch the video in one sitting, or as long as possible in one sitting, well, if we can't afford another... if we can't afford another spice, which we can't really do until we fight the boss, and even then, we'll probably buy Commando. I think Sling is still good enough as well with the spice buff. Yeah, so in my case, because I do long VODs and I like doing long videos because that's the type of content I enjoy watching, it doesn't matter to me, but I know that some people will immediately have thought when I said that, well, I can't watch an hour and a half VOD in one sitting. I have a family, I have a job, I have work, I have studies. I understand that. I know that it's very hard to watch a video of the average length I do in one sitting. Just watch as much as you can, and then I think YouTube now definitely shows you how far through a video is and will restart you in the same place, because I sometimes quit videos early if I'm about to stream, etc. So you don't need to watch it all in one sitting. Like the average view duration... Actually, prior to the Overwatch stuff, did I get hit there? prior to the Overwatch stuff getting big on my channel, my average view duration was like, I think 3.5 minutes. Again, when I had this blog, I used to write what my view duration was every month when I did my little updates in written form. I think it was about that, and after kind of like the Overwatch popularity came, peaked, and then wore off, and the people who stuck around, they were used to the length of content I produced. So now, oh shit, that has curse as well. Okay, that's bad. So now, the people who stuck around after the Overwatch hype died down, they're used to the length of content I produce, and in general, don't mind, and will watch more of it. So now my view duration is up at like 8.5 minutes, 9 minutes. It obviously varies each month. But that's a really good view duration, and I think it probably helps. Like, Horizon is a game that everybody and their uncle was covering. Everybody was covering Horizon. And yet, I still managed to get quite a good viewership on part 1, and generally part 1 of a series gets more views than the other parts. I forgot to go back to the Orc because I was talking and I didn't spend my money. Ah! Damn it. Damn you, Inside Baseball. Damn you. I could have had Commando and been sorted for the next 2 bosses. Son of a bitch. That's okay. That's okay. Spice will appear and make everything better. All we need is spice. That totally threw me off what I was saying as well. Oh, view duration. Yes, so, long story short, try and watch as much of the video if you plan to in one sitting, although if you watch more than 10 minutes in one sitting, you're already better than the average by a margin, a huge margin rather. I would love to see like a clickbait channel's average view duration, because it must be tiny. It must be just minuscule. These, however, they still get success because clickbait draws in random views. But yeah, that is a really big one. Just from watching content consistently and in... Oh, we're out of bullet. And in one sitting or just a couple of sittings, that helps probably much more than I'm emphasizing right now. I'm not even putting it across that is so important currently to YouTube. Because that is how they got around people doing low effort content. Now granted, clickbait is still really bad on YouTube, but RE girls, they were much worse. Like much, much worse. If you weren't around YouTube for that generation of content, it was awful. But they're basically a dead art form now, so that's good. Can I think of anything else from the YouTube side? I don't think so. I think we've about covered every angle that I can think of offhand, other than the obvious of, if you have a friend who would like a content creator you watch, tell them about it. Show them a funny clip or whatever, it might get them interested. That all helps. Should we use this for sling because I'm an idiot and didn't buy Commando? It's still got a lot of ammo. I guess we'll just have to go back to bullets. Ah! Sorry, I got distracted at the corner of my eye because I saw Kurt asking how you vote on the Sunday poll because he subbed to me on Twitch, but we'll get into that in a second. Ah! Move! Move, table, move! Arise, chicken, arise! Oh yeah, I think I've exhausted everything that I can think of YouTube side. Something might come to me as we go, but let's move on to Twitch. And Twitch is a new beast to me, remember. I'm only just past my 1-year anniversary of streaming. Back at the start of March. And my 1-year anniversary for partnership is the end of July, if I remember correctly. On Twitch, it's real simple. Just watch. That helps. That helps anyone of any size on Twitch. Show your support by just being there. You don't even need to chat, you just need to be there. Now, that is a pain in the ass when most of your audience is in American time zones, you're in the UK, and they don't sync up very well for people with jobs, etc. So I get messages all the time from people who thank me, one, for... So did I do that in the wrong? I said thank me, one. Who, one, thank me for porting over VODs because they can't watch the streams live, and two, are almost apologetic for, hey, like, you stream at 2 in the morning for me, I can't watch. And I totally understand. It's just... Oh, right, I have no keys anymore. I've been so used to having non-stop keys, I've ran out. So I understand. That's why the VODs are there, that's why I do highlights and whatnot, so that people can catch up with that kind of thing. But, if you are able to watch, just do it. Now, granted, if the person is streaming a game you don't want spoiled, which has happened, I hear a lot for Breath of the Wild and Horizon as well. People want to play those games for themselves, so they have to give it a miss because they don't want spoiled. totally understand that. I miss out on streams as well if I don't want something spoiled. Do not put yourself out just for the sake of supporting a content creator, even if you're doing it for free. It's not worth it. If you don't want anything spoiled, by all means avoid a stream where a streamer is playing a game that you don't want spoiled. You will not have it held against you, and if you do have it held against you in anything other than a sarcastic way, the content creator is in the wrong, not you. All you did was make me angrier. So Twitch subs are a great way to show support to a streamer, but they cost money. The obvious workaround is the fantastic invention of Twitch Prime. Now that still technically costs money because you need to have an Amazon Prime, which is like £70 a year. So I'm not saying, hey, go out of your way to get Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime just so you can have a free Twitch sub that I want you to use on me or someone you like. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you have... Oh, we lost our Glandstones, of course. This is spice number 4. So we'll lose HP but gain damage, right? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, that's what we want. We are not using any more spice. You hear me? Voice in my head telling me to use spice. We're not using any more spice. We are, however, going to use this to clear the floor and then probably gun one shit because I want rid of bullet. We'll see what the other chest is as well. So, a lot of people use Amazon Prime, and not to sound like a shill, but I think it's really good. It's killing high street retail for sure. But anytime I want something, I order it from Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you get it the next goddamn day, even if you order it like 7 at night. It's ridiculous, quite frankly, that they can do that. And if thrown in with that, you get a free Twitch Prime sub you can give out every month. That's just nothing but a benefit. And keep in mind as well, if you have Twitch Prime, they give away free game stuff every month as well. Not necessarily good stuff, but they give it away. So it's free, the price is right. And you can shuffle around your free sub as well. It doesn't auto-renew, so you could use it on one streamer you like one month, and then another streamer you like next month. The downside to Twitch Prime, though, is that you can't benefit a channel that isn't partnered. And that sucks. It just flat out sucks. Obviously Twitch wants to incentivize people getting partnered with them because it earns them more money, it earns the person money. But yeah, you can't use Twitch Prime on a non-partnered channel, and that is a shame. What you can... Oh, actually no, I don't think partner channels take advantage of the buying games via them either. That kind of sucks too, actually, if it's the case. Yeah, that is a shame. Oop, around it. But you know, they've got to incentivize their partnership program because how else are they going to get people to join it? I think I'd honestly rather have the sawn off at this point. Oh shit! Oh, I mean I did it entirely on purpose to get the secret room, of course. Oh, that was our passive. I wanted a gun. Arg. Still, HP up is good. Another obvious way to get support on Twitch, and I guess this is number 2, is bits. And the bits do cost money, however, if you're in America and I think Australia, maybe, you can actually opt in to watch an advert and get given a random amount of ads. Now, I've had people report to me that sometimes they get 5, which is the equivalent of 5 cents to the person you're giving them to, the partner you're giving them to. Sometimes they get 100, sometimes they get a 75 ad, and sometimes they get cut off after 1, sometimes they get cut off after 3 ads. You know, it seems very random. They're trialing it, but it is an excellent way to get something that you can give to a streamer you like that gives them money. 1 bit is worth 1 cent to the partner you give them to, without you having ever spent any money, and that's wonderful. Because I'm all for ways where people can show their support without having to impoverish themselves. That's the best kind of support they can give. Not necessarily the most caring, but it's the best they can give, because then you're not putting the person out too much. Also, we're doing amazing damage. That's drugs for you, I mean spice. Wait, what the... Did he turn into that because I used the nuke on him? He must have. I didn't know it did that. Huh. So yeah, being able to earn bits for free, fantastic idea. Downside, you have to watch adverts. Which means, 1, you're having to watch probably the same advert, because Twitch has this problem with always displaying the same goddamn ad over and over and over. But yeah, it is a real pain, and they really need to work on that, because I'd be much more willing to frequently watch ads if it wasn't... Oh, here's the advert for Iron Fist 50 times in a row. But that's on them. But yeah, it eats into more of your time. Oh, thank you for actually giving me a weapon, and a weapon I love and haven't had for a while. And with spice, it's going to be real good. We're going to go Gun Munch. Is there anything else you can do on the Twitch side? The Twitch side is tough because, again, I'm still learning it. So I'm definitely not an authority on it. But if you are supporting or rather if you want to show your support to a channel that is partnered, a very obvious thing, you just give me a regular shotgun as well, and the Winchester. Oh, is this my birthday? 2 awesome weapons made even better because of our passives and our drug addiction. I totally forgot what I was saying again. Damn it! I'll remember in a second. Bear with me. What was I talking about? Oh yes, yes. If you are subscribed either for free via Twitch Prime or you actually are willing to pay, you get access to people's emotes. Use those emotes elsewhere. If you watch other streamers, don't spam them, obviously. Don't break the rules of the channel you're in. But if you show off an emote that people think is funny, cute, horrifying, they might go out of their way to Twitch Prime sub as well, or actually sub. So that helps. It's unfortunate that on Twitch, one of the really only ways that you can support a streamer who is not partnered is by directly giving them money. I can't think of any free way other than just kind of watching and growing as a community, telling your friends, that kind of thing. And it is unfortunate because Twitch is not as full as YouTube is of gaming. Well, Twitch is only about gaming, but you know what I mean. There's less people on Twitch to compete with, relatively speaking, to YouTube's gaming section. So it would be nice if there was other ways that didn't involve the exchange of money to show your support to someone who hasn't gotten big enough yet for partnership. It's just not there, unfortunately. So I guess if you are focusing on the Twitch side more so than YouTube, you've got to keep that in mind. You're in it for the long haul. You've got to build up that brand. Although we're so deep in the run now, I think I might save my brand conversation for another Inside Baseball. Feel free to remind me when this one goes live in case I've forgotten to do it by then. But yeah, I kind of like the general topic. If you can think of anything I haven't mentioned, because again, these are all kind of like off the top of the head, I don't have a script or notes to remind me of anything. If I've forgotten something really obvious that you can do to show your support to a content creator on the YouTube or Twitch side that is free, that's the proviso here. It has to not impoverish the person willing to do the nice thing. If there's anything I've forgotten, tell me and mention it in the comments. Gungeon Pepper's AoE damage. Spice is too expensive and we would be very high on curse anyway, along with other things being very high. We might buy the pepper, we might, we'll see. So I think we're ready to just kind of discuss the run now. Something might come to me as we go. No promises. I poisoned death. Oh, and then I let that walk into me. That was stupid. Right, we got rid of the problematic enemies. I will use the Winchester rifle. Oh, you're going to give me spice? So that's minus 1 HP for more damage. And more curse. More. I will not use any more though. I will take the damage. Again, because we don't have a good boss weapon because somebody forgot to buy Commando. Oh, that's good. That's real good. One of these days I'm going to have to maybe just like make a WordPress blog or something, because I like occasionally just writing about the subject of gaming, any kind of aspect. It's what originally got me into writing for a website. I enjoy writing about the subject of gaming. Although from a different perspective now, that's for sure. One day, one day. Does Tumblr let you do blogs? I don't really know about Tumblr other than it's a place to find porn. I don't know that thanks to Elle and Cort. That's right, both of them. They're as bad as each other really, just in different ways. Oh, hello. Hello, book. little surprised I didn't one-shot it at point blank, but that's fine. We can afford the key from the shop. No, no, no. You will not be summoning in my presence. A blue chest, it's not a mimic. But it needs a key, of which we have which we have none. Yep. Oh, maybe I should have taken that for sling. Although I think the sling is fine. The sling has much more diminishing returns these days on the later floors, but with our damage up from Spice, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Still might not be amazing, but it won't be a problem. Right, let's see what chest. I think we're only going to have the one key this floor, so we have to decide. Are you a mimic? You are actually a mimic. Oh, that's a smart thing. Walk to the door that's closed. Of course, curse means more mimics, doesn't it? Ooh, sentry bots. Nah. The rat can have it. It's fine, but we have a better room clear and it doesn't do well against bosses because bosses just insta-kill it, essentially. I remember trying to use it on Dragon. Let's try down here. We're looking for... Oh, we found a special room, but it's locked. So many uses for a key and so few keys. You don't really run into those key guys on later floors, do you? We still have... I'm pretty sure there was one key in the shop, I just didn't buy it. So let's assume we have one key in play. There's a blue chest that spawned randomly. There's... That was a cursed one. There's another chest somewhere. There's another chest somewhere, right? Yeah. It might be in the locked door, though. Oh, never mind, it's here. Mimic? Ah, it's not a mimic. It's better than the blue quality that spawned, though. And that was not a mimic either, I don't think. Have we actually found the boss? I've been so busy talking, I don't know if we found the boss. I don't think we have. Oh, another key. Excellent. Oh, we must have done. Where the hell is the boss? Oh, the boss is up there. Okay. We're gonna... Do we take a bet? The special room is probably Link, or it's possibly the healer ladies. I might need the healer ladies after the boss. Boycore ain't great. It's fine, but it's not great. Let's go buy our other key, assuming there was one and I'm not misremembering. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but now we can't... Well... I'm going to take a bet on the key, and that gives us money to spend on the next floor. I'm going to open up the special room and hope that it's Link, because that gives us a much wider drop pool. It is Link. Oh, wait. I can't do this because I need a key to open a locked door. Ah! I didn't think that through at all. That's okay. There's still an out. There's an out here. As long as the boss drops a key. And it's not... Well, it absolutely drop a key, but it's not going to drop... that. I want one key, please. Oh, we got the little trash man. It's the High Priest, probably. Is the Skull Splitter might be a better bet than the Sling for the High Priest. I don't know. We'll see how the damage is. Nothing else, I'm doing a lot of poison damage. I'm not even too concerned about flawlessing this, I just want to live. Is he standing where he's definitely going to appear? Because if so, that's actually quite useful. I don't think he did. Wow, that kept him still for a long time. Using a blank when he's doing that skull attack, it doesn't actually end the animation he's stuck in. That's actually exceptionally useful information. And also maybe a glitch. But if it's a glitch that makes the High Priest easier, I'm all for it. He didn't drop a key, you son of a bitch. So we wasted a key then. Unfortunate, we don't want that because what we have is better. Alright, there we go. Oh, I didn't find the secret room though. I wonder if that blue torch there was an indication. It's another bloody chest. Well, hey, we needed the heart. Yeah, I am still alive. Don't sound so surprised. There we go. So now we're on floor 5. We're okay, we're good enough to win. Unless we get a jam dragon, I suppose then it's going to be very flaky. Bit risky to go to bullet hell. Ah, old reliable. I've missed this, and the shotgun we've been using, but I've missed this as well. Better on the earlier floors, obviously, but I like it enough to want to use it here. We'll probably use Skull Splitter on the dragon. Thank you, speed ups from doing so much spice. Oh, this is pure hell. I know these are the ones that just expire, but I think shooting them makes them expire faster. This is a wonderful room. This is just like the best room they've ever made. Was that sarcasm? Why, yes! Yes, it was. Oh, hey, we have a contender. Oh, also, not a single shambling round. Again, have they actually broken them? Why can I get no shambling rounds? It's very strange to me. Ticket for the Winchester. There's probably at least one key in the forge, but if we find dragon, I'd say just go for it. Dodge that. Oh, no key. Yeah, I don't have spine. I can't afford it. We'll probably end up just buying the heart if I get hit again on the way to dragon. Hell, even if we don't, I might as well just so I have an extra hit in me. Unless, again, he's jammed, in which case that wouldn't make any difference. Dragon? No. Still could be. Oh god, don't set yourself on fire, you madman. Still could be. Dance now, bitch. I haven't actually had that many veteran bullets this run. Unless we did and I just wasn't paying attention, kind of like when I forgot to buy Commando. Remember that fun time? Yeah, you've got to go. At least it's setting him on fire. Oh! Well, there's our other item room, but that's not really what I'm after. Ah, this is what I'm after. Let's do it. Yeah, we'll try Skull Splitter. It's going to run out of ammo before phase 2, almost certainly, even with spice damage. It's not jammed, so we should be okay. Hey, you've got skulls too. Let's be best friends. That's not best friends at all. It's not super amazing damage. If we had Commando, we'd be doing damage, but somebody forgot to buy that. I explodinated your knife. Not too long to go now, but we are going to run out of ammo beforehand, like I thought. This isn't going to do phase 2, but it can do now. Fires way too slowly. I think shotgun point blank would be the best bet. Void Core maybe instead, just because of the bigger... For this first one we'll try regular shotgun, just because I like regular shotgun. I think regardless of what I use, we're still going to have to do this like 3 times. Alright. Now we'll compare it this time to what Void Core does. We'll try and work out which is better. This is better. Yeah. Frequency of hits plus the poison damage, I guess, was just stronger. Hey, we've lost it. Not too shabby. You know what Gungeon needs? Gungeon needs something to do with your hegemony credits other than playing gun game and the horrible challenge mode. It needs a character like Eden where you start with a couple of random passives and a couple of random guns, or a random gun and one of the random starting pistols to add longevity. I think that would be a really good idea. Anyway, let's shoot ourselves in the head and destroy our past along with our brain, which is now addled by all the spice we took. And I hope you enjoyed the subject of ways to support our content creator and or streamer. Just don't impoverish you by making you spend money. And hopefully you'll do it as well. Go out of your way. It'll brighten their day. I didn't mean that to rhyme, but it did. I have no control over what I'm saying anymore. It's the spice talking. Of which we had a lot. Nobody, you did great. Wait, spice isn't in this list at all. Was the spice in my head all along? Also, tell me why I'm not getting any shambling rounds. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ta-ta for now.